Hey people, welcome back. We're on the last video of the four, and I guess I'm just giving you a definition. We're breaking down, what you will need to succeed in this business. And, if you watch the first three, you don't need to be a rocket scientist. So what we're going to go through today is we're going to talk about, in this video, we're going to talk about the business definitions that you're going to have to associate yourself with. And why you will have to do that is because depending on the person's background, if they are, they've been exposed to business, you could be recruiting a university student who's quite business savvy because of studying, and other people too. Older people will also know about these terminologies, and they'll be looking at setting up, a retirement fund, etc. So I guess, this kind of stuff pays dividends when you know what the definition means, and you can explain it in your own language when you're telling your story, and you can add a little bit more into it to tailor make it and apply to the people, your potential team that's going to join you on this journey. So the first thing we're going to talk about is return on investment, and the abbreviation for that, if you ever see it, is ROI. Okay, return on investment is basically, and I'm going to keep my language simple as always, so everyone can understand it, and I don't mean to offend anyone if I'm going too slow. I'm just thinking that there might be people coming into, our team who may not be aware of all the stuff that, others know. So ROI, return on investment, in essence, it's basically how much you get out when you put, usually financial dollars, but when you put dollars into something. So in the business world, if you're putting dollars into a business, you want to know what the return is, okay? And you can quantify that. When we talk about quantify, we're talking about, we can put some figures beside it. Gambling in business is different. If I go gambling, I know what the odds are. It might be 20 to 1. I'm one person out of 20 that can win. Now, it won't say how much I can win. And I guess that's a little bit of a difference between gambling and business. In business, there should be a quantifiable return on investment. So with Vemma, I'm going to just take you on a little secret here. I do not currently know of any business on this planet currently that has a higher return on investment. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? It's a pretty big statement, and that's something, that, again, people can challenge me. Put your comments down. Please educate me. And I have had a lot of experience, and I'm on the net daily looking for opportunities. I am an entrepreneur, and I currently do not know of any business. If you work hard and do the basic kind of, the 3 videos before, I do not know of any business that you can go into this thing with not 10K, not 5K, not even 2K. If you want to find out what the exact price is, then you email me, and my link is there. zenmaster2288@gmail.com, and I can go onto it with you. But I just want to show you this on Facebook, so come over with me. Sorry, not Facebook, my computer. This is quite a handy tool, and I can talk you through this process. Nico, can you see the address there? So that's the address. And basically what this is, it's a return on investment ROI calculator. So we're just going to go through, and have a look at this. Let's say I invest $1,000, okay, amount invested, into a business. And we're coming down here. This is kind of already done for us, but let's make it 2016. Okay, and the end date here is just when you decide to do the return on investment. Now, let's say during that time, I've made, I don't know, 50K to be conservative. When I calculate this, this is the gain. So $49,000. The percentage gain or loss is 4,900%. Annualized return is 556.2% after a total number of 2 years. 0.79. So what I'm saying is, the example that I've just used here is totally possible, totally achievable in Vemma. Some people have worked their butts off, and I will do a very concise calculation for you here. They've probably all up invested maybe initially in the first 2 years 3K, and after the first 2 years they are making somewhere in the vicinity, which is going to shock you. And this I can prove. There are people who are doing it and have done it, and there are people that will do it. I will be one of these people. Can you everyone see that? Amount returned, $250,000 in 2 years. Now let's calculate that. As I say to you, people have done this. Look at that. If someone can show me a better opportunity, please comment on my blog or email me ASAP at zenmaster2288@gmail.com, because I would be so interested. And this is proven. People are doing it. Look at those figures. So I'll leave you there. Return on investment, please get to know it. You can find these calculators. You can do your own research. I just want to open this up to you so you can understand it. And there is a very high chance that you will need to understand this. Okay, let's go back. The last thing we're going to talk about, people, the only other business term I think at this stage that you really need to get a good knowledge on, and I'm going to break it down for you because this is why you should be looking at this business. It's called residual income. Okay, residual income. What residual income kind of means, again, I'm going to break it down. I'm not going to use any bullshit, big, highfalutin words. Is residual income is basically, it's income generated without effort. Okay, that's basically what it is. So, I'll give you an example. I go and invest on the stock market, and everything goes good, which is kind of rare, but hey, it does happen. It's a big risk. You need big money to make a good return on the share market in most circumstances. Again, most successful people will tell you this. But the return on investment, or the residual income, okay, and they flow into each other. The residual income is generated by me not actually doing anything. It's my investment, and then the rest of the world, if you like, and the economic situation and things that will happen, the branding, the marketing of that company, increasing value, and people are going to pay a higher return. They've announced that, the financial year has ended and they've made a profit of, 67% growth compared to last year. People are going to pay more for it. Now, when people pay more for a share price, that ultimately pushes your share price up. So if you bought a share at, let's say, 20 cents, in 2 years it might be worth 25 cents. Now, if you've invested $1 million, you've got a good return. If you've invested 10K or $10,000, it ain't looking too good. But what I'm saying is, that's the kind of residual income I'm talking about, because you've done nothing. You've made no effort to do. You don't need to do anything for that residual income to build. Okay? So there's quite a few different types of income. There's basically income from salary and wages. When you drill into the business world, there's other things like, if you're renting your property out, there's income from lease and rentals. There's other income types. But residual income is really the game breaker. And Vemma offers that. And it offers it in a way that, what I've kind of demonstrated there, that is part of the residual income. A large part of that profit, and that example we just ran through, is residual income. And there's two ways to produce income here. One is up front, there's a lot of little bonuses. The other one is, the more your team, your whole downline, you sign someone up, they sign someone up, they sign 5 people up, they sign 2 people up, they sign 10 people up. Every time that's happening, you're getting a slice of the pie. So that's what I'm talking about, residual income, and why this business is so clever and so good. And more than that, Vemma rewards you on the work you do. So please get familiar with that. You will need to tell your story. You will need to explain the two, pointers I've run across here, return on investment and residual income. They flow into each other. Get familiar with it. Do your own research. Hope it helps you. Thank you very much. Peace. We'll catch you back here another time when I've got enough energy and time to make another video. So thank you people for listening. Always.